Hey there, my name is Scott Engler. I'm the author of The Job Interview, Legends of the Recruiting and Career World, and the soon-to-be released Job Seeker of the 21st Century, the University Edition. So today I want to talk about this new course that I put together, and I'm really excited about it. It's part of the 21st Century Innovative Institute, and the theme behind the course, it's a career development course, breaking through to the next level of your career. So in that 10 weeks, it's a very group intimate focused course with 8 to 15 people. So this is going to be, and I'm being very selective. I was listening to Seth Godin speak the other day, and a lot of the things that he was sharing about the success rate for the people that attended his groups was the same things that I was feeling, for the group that I'm putting together, because I do have experience. I used to be a clinician, and I would do group therapy and be the group facilitator. So I really have a sense of what's going to make a cohesive group. So I'm very selective in the people that I would bring on board. I want to make sure that they're all motivated. I want to make sure that they're all committed. I want to make sure that they're all the kind of people that are going to support one another, because cohesiveness is, coming together and growing together. And if you're having someone that's halfway in and halfway out as part of the group, that kind of energy is gonna really, it could have a negative impact. Now, don't get me wrong, I don't expect everyone to show up every day like, oh my God, I'm here, I made it. We all go through struggles and transitions, but there's an energy and a drive and power that comes with groups that takes over. So people might, I see it kind of like people might be scattered on some end of the spectrum, and then by the end they're all going upward. So what I want to address today is how this course is different, and in my opinion much more effective than some of the courses I'm seeing out there on Udemy. And here's why. And there's nothing against, I think it's a great thing. I just want to start off that people are having options on lynda.com and Udemy and Coursera to get certain types of certifications and have an alternative to spending a buttload of money going to a 4-year or 2-year university. So I think it's wonderful. And I remember even when I was speaking with JT O'Donnell, I was finishing up the Legends of the Recruiting and Career World, and I was talking to her, and she was saying that she was putting together a course with Seth Godin and Gary Vaynerchuk. I think that's great that people are sharing their wisdom so people could have access to it. Here's the thing though. I'll tell you what my course has that the way that they're structured, the ones that I've seen at least, do not have. Mine has accountability. So each week there's going to be 75-minute calls. And let's say for this instance, there's 10 people in the group. Part of the process of them, me building a cohesive group is that these people are going to be there every week. Now, these are going to be virtual calls, either through a webinar or Google Live. So we're going to have live, I'm going to be presenting for half the time. I'm going to have a group discussion, and then there's going to be I like to call it a weekly challenge, but it's an assignment for the week for them to do. So there's that accountability. Now I already expressed how the cohesion works and the power of that. So I want to share that I've also done things in the past like I'm seeing on Udemy, where I'll watch like Gina DeVee or Mastin Kipp, and I'll watch their videos, and yes, they are informative and they're helpful, and sometimes those have been like really good for me when I'm just like needing some bit of information to tweak something I'm working on, or just that little hint of inspiration. But the thing is, that's for a short term. Maybe that gets me through like that day or that week. The difference with something like this is building long-term results. So when you have that accountability, because if you're watching 50 courses for 3 hours on Seth Godin's thing, I think that's great, but are you watching one video on Monday and then the next video a month later, and then coming back to what you forgot, where's the structure, where's the accountability? Not to mention you're watching it by yourself at home. This is something that I'm doing is live and with other people involved. And while it's amazing to have these extremely talented people sharing their wealth of information with you, they're not active with you. They're not there and present. They're not responding to what is going on with the group. They're not responding to the group's immediate needs that are coming up in the present moment. And the present moment is the most powerful moment. So while, again, I think these are great tools and resources to add to your achievement and getting to the next level of your career or business, it's just one of those tools. This is more like the main course that I'm putting together for people. So I really just wanted to express that to people and let people know, because as I just started doing enrollment courses, people were like, well, I'm seeing courses on Udemy for this, and I'm like, yeah, that's great. And so I just, I started looking into it more myself, just so I could see what else is out there. I was so focused on what I was putting together, and now I'm just taking the time. It's like, okay, well, what else is on the market? And I'm the first to respect other people's business endeavors, and I'm not by any means wanting to make it sound like I'm putting people down or saying one thing's bad and one thing's not. I'm just explaining simply how I feel that this is designed to be much more effective for long-term results. You're going to be building habits. And if any of you have ever studied, the power of habits, the power of discipline, the power of consistency, that's what sets you up for lifetime achievement, lifelong results, the long-term stuff. I don't know if anyone's ever heard, rather than, oh, I'm going on a diet. It's like, what about when people say, I'm changing my lifestyle, right? It's like, I just made a decision to eat cleaner. I made a decision to participate in more outdoor activities. Like, this is integrated to my life. It's not just like, oh, I'm gonna just drink smoothies for the next month and lose 30 pounds. Like, sure, if that's what you need to get you to the next, to that next step, that's great, but that's not something that's gonna be practical long term. And so the same thing is, these things are great tools, and they might give you that jolt of inspiration, just like certain ones have for me. But what I've had to do myself is I have a coach that every single week we're on the phone. Every single week I have things that I'm accountable to him for. And I have other people in my life like that. Every single week, we have goals for ourselves, people that are on my same level. I have someone that's, gone way before me and has way more experience and knowledge. And then I have someone that's kind of like doing the same things I am at the same time. So we're also collaborating, And I just think those are the things that really, really help you to create and achieve success faster and much more effectively. So that's what I got today. If you are thinking that this course may be for you, I have a assessment on the bottom, the course assessment, that goes over some questions to see if you would be a good fit, because I'm going to be reading all these assessments filled out. And if I think it's a good fit, I'll shoot you an email and we can set up a time to talk more about what the course looks like. For now, that's all I got, and take care.